Just a little story about the first pair of boots I got. Bugged my mother for quite a while. All my friends were wearing boots. Well, they're a lot older than I am, and they seem to be in style with everybody. And well, anyways, for my birthday one year, she bought me a pair of Cowboy boots. I guess I was around 13. She bought them in through the Sears catalog. They were a dark tan, dark brown with the Indian native headdress on the front part of the boot. They were pretty nice, but coming from Sears, after wearing them for a while, they weren't the most expensive pair of boots you could buy. And well, the toes started curling up, and they kind of looked kind of like elf boots after a while. But they were still pretty comfortable. A lot of my buddies I hung out with are, my older brothers' friends, and that they all wore cowboy boots and the Dayton style boots and things like that. They were all, bikers and loggers and fishermen and guys like that. They were all pretty tough. We used to hang out and have a lot of fun together. And after I got those pair of boots and went to school, elementary school, all my buddies that I hung out with in school, they loved wearing boots too. They got their parents to buy them some boots, and well, believe it or not, the next thing you know, we had a little gang. We called ourselves the Rebels. What came along next was a few cowboy hats, of course, and we always walked around in our little gang with our cowboy boots and felt pretty good about them. We all loved them. They were pretty comfortable, and that went on. And then, of course, in high school, everybody was starting to wear boots. Of course, Beetle boots came out. The snub-nosed boots with the leather chain, and a lot of the guys I hung out in high school, they wore a lot of boots too. They were pretty comfortable. We did a lot of partying in them, that's for sure. These are my snakeskin boots. I've had these boots for approximately 20 years. They're walked into the store and they were just going, pick me. One of those pairs. They had all kinds of other pairs, but these ones just stood out, and I tried them on, and that was it. It was like putting on a pair of ruby slippers or something like that. I really enjoy wearing them. I wore them out of the store, and I wear them quite often. I go shopping, things like that. You name it. They're pretty in style, so they go with almost anything, even dress pants and things like that. I go interviews with them, weddings, funerals. Out stepping out on town. They just keep continuing to keep rocking. Great for dancing. Lots of friends, of mine, and even people I haven't even met. When I'm wearing them, I get lots of comments on them saying, "Hey, nice boots. Where'd you get them?" And I can't remember the brand name, but the company that makes them, they're from the interior of British Columbia, and they have a rattlesnake ranch, and they raise rattlesnakes and use skins for making boots, and sell meat to restaurants like the Rattlesnake Grill and places like that. And I've eaten there a few times, and maybe even had the rattlesnake on my plate while my boots were on my feet. And yeah, I'd have to say, can't lose getting a good pair of boots. When I was speaking with the salesman who was selling these boots, they had more than just this one pair, and he actually specialized in just selling mostly these type of boots from that company. He was, I guess, one kind of a representative for them also. sliding story for you about them. When I was younger, we used to, well, especially about boots, we used to go slipping and sliding on this hill with our boots. Get the run all iced up, nice and slick. Get at the top, take a big run, and then you get on them and try surfing like so. You know, holding your balance until you got to the bottom, see if you could go the furthest. And well, that continued on for quite a while. We had a lot of fun doing that, and we progressed to bumper skiing, where if a friend had a vehicle, we were in our teens, and he had a pair of boots, cowboy boots, or anything with any boots with a good flat surface on them, and that heels always help, because then you could always dig those in and stop if you really had to. We used to hold on to the handles of the door, or the bumper, and our buddy would drive down the road, you know, going as fast as he could on a slick road. We'd hold on, and if he hit a hill going down, we'd let go and see how far that was quite a run. Sometimes you'd hit a patch of regular pavement, and you'd have to start running like heck, and then hit the patch of icy road and see how far you could keep going. So it was basically your skill was balance, trying to stay totally balanced on the super slick parts, and then hitting a dry spot and without wiping out, and catching up to the car if you slowed down, and grab the bumper and keep cruising. We used to do that quite a lot when we were younger. It was pretty exciting, actually. And he had a boat called, it was a Donzi, it was a ski boat. We used to do a fair amount of water skiing and stuff, and it was in the evening, start just around dusk, and we were pulling up to the dock. We decided to dock there and go up to the pub and have a few brews, and I got up on the bow, and the bow of a Donzi's got quite a slope to it, and we both had our cowboy boots on, and I stepped on the bow and went to grab the rope, and my feet shot out from under me, and into the water I went. He's just laughing his head off. He gets up on the bow and grabs the rope and throws it to me so I can pull myself towards the boat while I'm cursing, and all of a sudden he slips and he's off and he's into the water, and we're both in the water holding the rope. We're laughing our heads off. Thank God we were just right by the dock, and so we pull ourselves out of the water. We're all soaking wet. Figured, well, what the heck? He goes, well, you want to try barefoot? And I said, well, I don't know, why don't we try them with cowboy boots on? So we went out to this bay just around the corner, jumped in the water. Took off our jeans and put our boots on, and jumped in the water and grabbed the rope and see if we could do it. Well, it didn't really work. We did more face skiing than anything, but it must have been quite a sight. Guys in swim trunks with cowboy boots, partially up in the water barefoot, quite awake. But I think with the heels involved, it kind of caused a lot of drag. So I'd have to say it was more face skiing than actually cowboy boot water skiing.